So people have asked if we can start introducing some benchmark workouts for the boat shed.
Boat shed benchmarks?
Benchmarks. It was a combination of some people asking, and then Andrew came up with the idea of, right, let's put in place certain workouts that people can do or not do. It's voluntary. It's not a competition. It's just a way of measuring their progress in certain areas across a period of time. So you can revisit them, some monthly, might be like quarterly, biannual, annual, whatever you want to do in certain realms of your fitness. So there'll be certain strength metrics you could test, like gymnastics ones, soul, like monostructural ones, like you guys have been doing. What distance you guys have been going at each testing against each 10k on a 20k on a bike.
No, 10k, not 20.
10k on a bike. So there were a group of you who were trying to better each other's times. Not saying it's got to be a competition, but it was that kind of idea, as well as kind of CrossFit workouts, which we kind of do anyway, but kind of having some of our own essentially. So kind of like a mixed format of a combination of monostructural gymnastics and weightlifting activities. Andrew can talk a little bit more about the
CGI man.
He's going to be now. We're going to start putting together. If there's any suggestions that people have, so initially I thought of one that people do that we put them through on their assessment course, which would be nice to revisit for some of those people, would be a 10-minute assault bike test. That's a good one to measure, purely that modality. There's other ones, that we've done in the past, which I think we'll probably reintroduce, but certain strength ones you can look at, like your traditional rep max on a particular movement. So you could look at purely like your powerlifting movements of deadlift, bench press, back squat. You can even look at things like shoulder press. You can look at whether they're 1 rep, 3 rep, 5 rep maxes, and look at weightlifting ones as well. So you might look at your snatch and your clean and jerk. And then you can even look at purely gymnastics ones. So people might test things like max sets of strict push-ups, unbroken. Max strict pull-ups, if people are trying to develop the ability on that. You look at more advanced things, I guess, like handstand push-ups, close to bar. People might want to look at muscle-ups. Another good one would be people's ability to climb a rope. And you might go, 5-minute AMRAP of rope climbs. So we're going to start putting these together.
Good. Hey, Andrew.
So, Andrew has been whisked into this because Pete's disappeared. CGI.
Pete was talking about the benchmark workouts. So Pete was talking about the one element of it, which is going to be like a strength work, like a water max lift or gymnastic movement. And so I'm going to talk about the other side of the benchmark workouts, which is going to be like mixed modal, fitness, traditional CrossFit.
So like couplets and triplets and...
Yeah, more like you can look at your traditional CrossFit workouts, like the girls, for instance, like Fran.
You're not programming that?
Not programming Fran.
No.
Maybe. But that's the idea. Or we're thinking of doing our own boat shed benchmark workout, but with that kind of style. It's going to be period based, so we're going to have one benchmark workout, and then 6 weeks later, or 8 weeks, whatever, we're going to do it again, repeat it, and see about progression. So everybody's progression is going to be slightly different, which is a cool thing. So you might be, if the workout is say got like a gymnastic movement in it, you might, the first time you do it, you might do a regression of that. So then your progression is going to be doing as prescribed. Or doing another progression to then get to that prescribed movement. Or it could be weight based, for instance, so it could be a barbell involved. You might first time do it a little bit lighter, but then the second time around you might progress weight wise.
Is that going to tie in with the programming normally?
Yes. If it's like a gymnastic based, then we'll have gymnastic movements in our classes to practice for the next bit. What this is going to tie into as well, is going to tie into the open. It's going to give you a good opportunity to practice movements that traditionally have come up in the open.
We don't know what's going to come up in the open.
We don't know what's going to come up in the open necessarily, but last year we had one movement with ring muscle ups and bar muscle ups in there. So hopefully it's going to tie in with the open, whatever the open is going to be this year. But it gives also people an opportunity to progress those movements in a friendly competition.
Controlled environment.
Yes. So if, for instance, I was like, I'd love to beat Alan McDermott in a workout.
No, you won't.
With his one pull rope climbs. Then we can have that kind of thing, which, so, again...
Don't perform surgery on me.
Yeah.
Can't make you 4 foot taller.
But that then ties into the open, because it brings in that element of competitiveness. So we could bring that into it as well. Particularly people who maybe are every workout they're going to have an element of competition to go quicker than someone else maybe. Then
It's not compulsory though.
not compulsory.
We're not making anyone do anything they don't want to do.
No, but you will do it.
Yeah. Well, you do the workout,
Yeah.
but not the competitive
Not
side.
the better side.
Wait for bye.